Transition from our grade 8 to grade 9, I would want to report that there is quite some good progress. Already we are in critical levels of constructing 11,000 classrooms as government, working with various partners. Last week, the National Treasury released another 7 billion shillings to our CDF as our critical partner in this process, so that we can be able to ensure that we have a minimum of 16,000 classrooms that we require for smooth transition from grade 8 to grade 9. On the 23rd, we shall be here at KICD to flag off the core textbooks that are required by our learners for grade 9, because they are all ready now. And you've already seen the exercise that the Teacher Service Commission is carrying out. They already advertised positions for our teachers. These are part of the critical steps that we are putting in place to ensure that come January, our kids will be able to transition smoothly from grade 8 to grade 9 within the environment that the Kenyans told us through the Presidential Working Party that they would want their children in that environment of our current primary schools. So that is one area I wanted to say. That we are going to focus more on what we call homegrown school meals program, where we aggregate food from the farmers into a central place and then buy this particular food for the farmer. So it will be both an economic empowerment to the local communities while we are retaining children in school. We are going to encourage communities and farmers to grow millet for purposes of porridge, soya beans. So this way will be a way in which we empower farmers by ensuring that there is a market available to them when they grow the various types of food. I successfully supported so many young people to, one, as a pull factor to go to school and therefore increased access. 2 is retention. And 3 is that it's been possible for these children to concentrate in their learning, given that they have had a meal. And as I said, so many of us who may be coming from places where food insecurity is not a problem, we may never understood the strategic value of school meals program. And that single meal, that single hot meal that we give to these children in the food insecure areas is so important that it makes a huge difference between them being in school and not being in school. More so, it has also affected so much the culture, because usually the first person to be pulled out of the class when we have food insecurity is our culture, because they'll be going out there supporting their households in looking for food. So school meals and the school feeding program, therefore, is so important. And that's why as government, we, between 2021-2022 financial year and 2023-2024 financial year, this government has tripled the school feeding program, the resources that we put into school feeding program, from 2 billion shillings to 6 billion today. And that we are able to feed 2.6 million children on the 185 days that they are in school, and making sure that we retain them and attract more into our school environment. So many partners who are supporting us on feeding our children. So what the coalition will do is that it will assist us in appreciating who is doing what where and who is feeding children where, and therefore reduce double dipping and having the program by different partners running in same schools. So this will assist us in spreading out and ensuring that we reach more children on this program. We are now moving from the traditional ways in which we prepare this food into climate smart ways in which we cook. Today, if you go to Nairobi School, we have a steam cooking system, which we are running away from firewood. We have one in Kwale. We have quite a number of schools now that are moving away from biomass towards climate clean preparation of food. And as government and with our partners, this is the direction that we are encouraging, so that as we engage on the 15 billion trees that we want to plant, we don't plant and then again destroy them through our meals and meal preparation. So once again, I would want to thank all of us, assure all of us that we are looking forward to the meeting that we shall have on 28 and 29 of October, where we shall bring ministers from across the globe in this particular School Meals Coalition meeting, and where the president will be giving the keynote address on the same, showing the strategic value and strategic importance of the school meals program, both here and globally, putting schools on migrating from the traditional cooking into the smart cooking. And in most cases, schools will not require additional resources. In fact, schools will be saving as we go to the smart cooking processes. If you go to so many schools today, they are already using gas, quite a number of them. A number of them are moving towards solar. A number of them are moving to steam cooking, as what I have said, so that we would want to encourage our schools. And as guidance is that as government, we are looking forward that within the next 2-3 years, we should have migrated our schools totally from biomass to climate-friendly ways in which we prepare our meals in schools.